Prime Minister Narendra Modi held delegation-level talks with Thailand's Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha at Hyderabad House in New Delhi today. In a joint press conference by the two Prime Ministers, Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced that both countries agreed to forge a closer partnership in the fields of defence and maritime cooperation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi highlighted issues discussed in the delegation-level talks with Thailand Prime Minister General Prayut Chan-o-cha. He defined terrorism as a common challenge for both nations. He further stressed on the need for a diversified commercial engagement between the two countries. A special SIT court sentenced 11 convicted in the Gulbarg Society massacre case to life imprisonment till death. The remaining 12 convicts were awarded 7 years imprisonment each, while one convict was given a 10-year sentence. India and Namibia pressed for reforms in United Nations and its principal organs. Delivering speeches at the state banquet hosted in honour of President Pranab Mukherjee, both Indian and Namibian presidents stressed upon the need to make the UN more reflective of today's changed world. In Jammu and Kashmir, 2 terrorists have been killed in an encounter that took place this morning between security forces and terrorists in Sopore. This is the second encounter in 2 days in Kashmir after 4 terrorists were killed by army yesterday in Tangdhar sector. In Jharkhand, a CRPF commando was killed in an encounter with Naxals in the jungles of Giridih district of Jharkhand. One more trooper of the Central Reserve Police Force was also injured in the operation. The inaugural flight of India's indigenous basic trainer aircraft, Hindustan Turbo Trainer 40, took off today. Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar also witnessed the maiden flight of the aircraft at HAL Airport in Bengaluru. This is a landmark event in the aerospace industry and a boost to Make in India concept. Government has notified 20% export duty on sugar and 25% import duty on wheat. Food Minister Ram Vilas Paswan has announced the levy of 25% custom duty on export of sugar to keep exports under control. In Bihar topper scam, principal of Vishun Rai College, Bacha Rai, sent to 2 days police remand. Senior Superintendent of Police, Manu Maharaj, said that 9 scamsters have been arrested so far and search is on to nab 10 others including Lalkeshwar Prasad Singh and Usha Sinha. Raids are being carried out to nab 4 toppers also. India and South Korea will review their free trade agreement tomorrow with a view to strengthening it further. Commerce and Industry Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said that both the countries should do everything to further strengthen the CEPA and will deliberate on various aspects of the pact. Security has been beefed up at Dhaka's Ramakrishna Mission following death threat to a priest by suspected militants. MES spokesperson Vikas Swarup assures full protection and said that First Secretary Consular visited RK Mission to review their security. Police presence has been strengthened. The US has urged members of the Nuclear Suppliers Group to support India's membership into the elite grouping. During the US visit of Prime Minister Narendra Modi last week, US President Barack Obama welcomed India's application to the 48-member grouping. The US has been pushing for India's NSG membership. The head of the International Monetary Fund has made an impassioned plea for the UK to vote to stay in the EU, arguing that membership of the bloc has made the economy stronger and the country more diverse and creative. India have reached their first ever Champions Trophy hockey final at London after Great Britain and Belgium played out a 3-all draw. India will now take on world champions Australia in finals today. India, despite a crushing defeat at the hands of Australia in the last league match yesterday, made it to their maiden Champions Trophy final after the match between Great Britain and Belgium ended in a draw. The ODI series proving to be a stroll in the park, MS Dhoni would look to finish his current season with another dominant performance when he leads India in the 3-match T20 series against a hapless Zimbabwe starting Saturday. Riding high after inflicting a 3-0 whitewash on the hosts, Dhoni and his boys will try to do an encore in the shortest version as well.